What's up, everybody? Psych Out back here to play some more Castle Crush. We're on our main account today. I want to show you a couple of things. First, I hope this is still going to be the case, but we'll see. We are at our highest trophy count ever, 5,386. And let's see. Yes, we're still there. We finally made the top 200 in the United States. There are only two other level 9 castles in the top 200 in the U.S. There are none in the world, but two in the U.S. One is Poppy right here, who is running a Reaper deck. So that's not too surprising in some respects to see Reaper deck. The one that's really shocking is, let's see if I can find him here. There he is right there, Mike from The Usual Suspects. He has very highly upgraded cards in his main deck, so I kind of wonder if he's just upgrading cards in his deck and not bothering to upgrade any other cards. Because that's really high rated cards for a level 9 castle. But nonetheless, for a level 9 castle to be this high, 5,800 trophies is really impressive. Okay, so we've made the top 200. In this video, I'm going to show a couple of things. One, I'm going to show the last two matches I played, because these are the ones that got us in the top 200. So I could have gotten into the top 200 by winning this match against Wolfman from Made in Vietnam 2, who I've played against before, I believe, but I didn't really remember his deck. So let's watch this video, and then I'm going to watch this video, the next one, and then we are going to play and see if we can't get ourselves above 5,400 for the first time ever. So here I'm just waiting. I don't know what my opponent's going to play. There's nothing really for me to do. And he goes Mana Ritual, and drops the Black Knight. Normally here I would drop the Black Witch, but usually I wait for the Giant Growth. But here I started thinking maybe he's not going to Giant Growth. I thought I'd better get my Demon out there and back that up with the Vampire. And that ended up being the huge mistake that cost me the match, because now there's no way to stop that Black Knight unless I get the Gust of Wind. And unfortunately, as you're going to see here, I'm not going to get it. And there's just nothing I can do to stop my opponent from crushing my castle. So I played pretty badly, made a mistake there. One of the reasons I didn't play the Black Witch, noticed that my opponent had two Infernos in his hand. There's no doubt that my opponent knows that Black Witch is one of the big ways they target his Giant Growth Black Knight creature. So he's prepared with Infernos, and that's what I was afraid of. That's why I didn't want to play my Black Witch, because I wasn't sure I could back it up. Now, I did have the bomb, and I probably should have went for the Black Witch bomb combination. I don't know if I would have got it in time or had enough mana, but I think in retrospect I could have pulled it off. And so now, the very next match, I draw Wolfman from Made in Vietnam 2 again, but this time I'm learning. I've learned from what I played before. I know what his deck is, for one. I know that it's based around trying to create a giant creature, Black Knight, or possibly Dragon, and then a bunch of defensive spells. Also has the Pirate, which is an interesting card that goes in here. But I've seen people play a variety of decks like this that are based on the sort of one giant creature that's unstoppable kind of deck. And we'll see that Wolfman, unlike my other opponents who play these kinds of decks, is much better than they are. Those opponents typically only make one threat, and it's really easy to defend against one threat. This is something I've been thinking about making a video about, is what I call the principle of two threats, or the principle of two weaknesses. If you can have two things that are difficult for your opponent to deal with, it's going to be really hard for them to win. So here I decide, since they're going Black Witch, I have to go Black Witch as well, and I drop the bomb just to make sure I get rid of that Black Knight, and I'm glad I did, because they did have the Inferno. Couldn't save the Black Knight. Now this Pirate is really strong. I was thinking my Mage would take it out, but obviously it didn't. But in this case it works out all right, because now I can play my Egg and force my opponent to deal with the growing Phoenix. Here I'm waiting because I want to match up my Dragon against my opponent's Dragon. Of course, they end up playing a Giant Growth. Dragon works really well against these kind of decks that my opponent is playing, because it does slow them down and push them back, and that's what you see me using here, is the Wind. Again, I'm still trying to get myself a giant phoenix, so I play the, I'm doing what I can to try to protect the egg. My opponent, of course, I think in my view, wisely stops that. Here is a really nice, and that's the kind of combination I was talking about before. So there my opponent played the Black Witch, but I was prepared and had the Inferno ready to go, so I ended up saving my Executioner and my Skull King in the middle lane, which is nice for me. And now I'm waiting because I'm afraid my opponent has might possibly have the Inferno, so I'm just going to play my card back, or play the Wind to push my opponent back. And now I'm going to go for the Black Witch. My opponent just still has one card in their hand, and they really can't do anything about it here. Unfortunately, they do have a couple of big creatures out, and here is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the principle of 2 threats or 2 weaknesses. Now my opponent has 2 threats. They have a dragon, and they have a now giant growth dragon. And how am I going to deal with both of these threats? I elect to try to deal with the giant growth. I'm just basically hoping that my opponent does not have a heal spell here. I'm going to deal with the dragon head on, and you'll see it takes literally every single spell in my hand to stop it. And I was able to push the Black Knight back with the Wind. Again, the Wind is such a critical card against these kinds of decks. And ultimately, my dragon at the castle is too unstoppable. We're both sitting with an Inferno in our hand, but I'm up at the castle. So that's a game where I think it's instructive because I learned from the previous game. I knew what his deck was, and when I knew what his deck was, I could play a little better. Still, my opponent played really well and could have won if the cards had fallen in one way or another. But it was quite a good game, and I think an instructive point that at this level. Let's see if I can find any other ones here. You play the same opponents over and over again. I've played Quack before. Here I lost to a Reaper deck after beating a very similar Reaper deck the previous game, and also beating the same opponent 2 games before. So there's the Reaper deck against this opponent, and then here's me losing. I kind of screwed that one up, which I won't show here, but I did botch it. But you can see a lot of people playing Reaper decks, and we do pretty well against Reaper decks. Again, I kind of botched this one, otherwise we would have won that one as well. So, okay, so let's go for it. Let's see if we can get at least one more win here and put ourselves up to 5,400 trophies for the first time ever. And that would put us kind of solidly in the top 200. That's what I've noticed. The top 200 in the U.S. has been around for about the last week or so. Has been around 54. And the other thing I want to point out here is I've done this in under 1,000 wins, which was my goal. I wanted to get into the top 200 in the U.S. before I got to 1,000 wins. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it, but we were able to do that. Okay, so here we go. We'll get a match here. Our opponent from Germany doesn't really mean much. That's what I've noticed. It doesn't seem like country or anything like that has any. If I had a stronger bomb, I could take that out right now, which is very tempting. A lot of my opponents play these kinds of decks, and God, I really just want to kill that thing. And what I've noticed is that I do a little better when I can, okay. So that's fine because we have several ways of dealing with that, whether it be the bomb or the mage. Both are good. Okay, now we're definitely going to bomb because we'll get everything there. That's nice. And we're going to go mage here. Just going to take out these. Okay, so let's see. I'm kind of wish I had. Okay, this is not good. Darn. Okay, we're going to go here. Push all that back. Okay. We're going to have to go here to try to take on. Oh, well, maybe. Okay, there we go. This is not bad. That's the card we care about a lot, is the stupid Archer Queen. Okay, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. I think I've kind of botched this match pretty badly. Okay, let's get this out here. Fortunately, the Archer Queen is gonna be our downfall here, I'm afraid. Unless we can come up with some way of dealing with her very quickly, which we're gonna have to try this. I don't recommend this move because my opponent has lots of defenses to this. Come on, dragon. Come on. Oh, the dragon's not gonna get there in time. Darn it. Unfortunately, Oh my god, they're so strong. Yeah, we're kind of doomed unless now they even have a level 2. Not a lot I can do. Oh wow, they're gonna go. Oh, that makes sense actually. Okay, wow. All right, good game. That's Resurrection for you. If you get off to a bad start, it's really hard to come back against Resurrection. I've beaten Resurrection decks before, but not when I play that like crap. That was pretty bad. Okay. So let's try to play a little better here. Oh man, okay. So we've got some kind of a rush deck. Unfortunately, yeah, geez. Yeah, and we're in terrible shape because everything we have does not work against it. It's not good. Okay, great. Now we draw the bomb. Way too late. Okay, we're gonna have to try to go here. And, oh man, this is terrible. Okay, we're gonna go Black Witch here. Try to kill this one at least. Oh, jeez. Well, this is a terrible, terrible position to be in. I mean, we had a really bad draw, and okay, if I can get the bomb out, we can. Okay, we got rid of one. This other one is going to become unbearable to stop. That's the problem here. What are we going to get? Okay, the dragon would be nice if we could ever get it out. Right now, we're just going to try to slow it down. And our opponent is unfortunately actually knows what they're doing. Plays it pretty well. Okay. Yeah, we're dead. Man, that really sucked. It was just such a bad draw for us. You know, if we draw the bomb, that's a totally different game. We draw the bomb right away, that they end up wasting the Metamorph, in fact. Wow, was that a level 4? Holy cow. Level 4 Storm Elemental. Must be nice. Okay, so let's... Okay, we've got Kai again. Kai was playing Resurrection. Let's not botch it this time. Okay, so we've got some decent cards that deal with Resurrection here. The Phoenixes can be quite good against Resurrection decks. But what we have to watch out for, the number one thing you just have to kill in Resurrection decks is the Archer Queen. She makes your life miserable. So let's get out our Phoenix. There we go. That ended up working out pretty well. Let's see what my opponent's going to do here. Okay, he's going to push everything back. I'm not 100% sure why. Okay, I guess that's why. Will I shoot the... Okay, let's back that up. Okay, opponent's going to go there. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and play. This is another good card against Resurrection decks, so let's get it out there. Let's go here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I really need a stronger Inferno badly. There we go. And now my opponent's almost certainly going to resurrect. Oh no, I messed it up. I really botched it. Darn it. Okay, come on. Oh, damn. So close. Oh, you got to be kidding. 2 resurrections, really? Really? Okay, if we don't get rid of the Archer Queen, it's game over, so we better just go for it here. And if they have... thankfully, they did not have Inferno. You gotta be kidding me, another resurrection. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, there we go. Mage is good. Okay, well, shoot. Man, opponent is really frustrating me. Come on, skeletons, get out there and protect. There we go. There we go. Okay, now is where I could really use a... Okay, get up there. Get up there, kill those, and then kill that. There we go. Now he's probably going to have another resurrection because why wouldn't he? Okay, here we go. It's okay, Black Witch there. Okay, how can we do this? How can we do this? How can we do this? Let's go here. I don't really want to play my, yes, let's go here. There we go. There we go. Yes, good game. Okay, so we learned this is a great video because we learned from our first matchup against Kai, that we really botched it, and we played much better, and we got the win. Still, Resurrection is one of the most difficult decks to beat, no matter what deck you're playing. It's really well suited against overtime decks, but it beats lots and lots of decks. All right, let's try for one more if we can get to 5,400. If we don't win, I don't know if we'll get enough points, unfortunately. Our opponent is lower rated than us. We probably won't get 34 points if we win this match. But we'll make this the last one, win or loss. But as you can see, it's you know, our opponents are much better. They have better cards. Darn. Okay, the good news is they don't necessarily know that my guy's here. So maybe they're not paying attention. They won't notice. Will I kill the Phoenix first? That would be awesome if it would kill the Phoenix first. No, it didn't. It was killing the other thing, unfortunately. The Shaman. Okay, I gotta back that up. So it looks like we're facing another Resurrection deck here. So you have to be a little careful on how quickly you kill the things, because, okay, we're gonna have to torch that. I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to get out my Skull King, but okay, that sucks. They resurrected their egg. That's a good play by our opponent. I mean, what are you gonna say? Okay, how are we gonna deal with this? We're gonna go here, followed by here, hopefully. Yes, the Mage is a wrecker of Resurrection decks. Okay, come on, get up. There we go. There we go. Now we've seen some of these ideas before. Now we're at the castle wall. What do we want here? Let's go here. Let's go. Just throw this. Oh, opponent left the match. Yes. There are fewer sweeter words in Castle Crush than opponent left the match. I think they knew they're in big trouble. And so we got the win. Only 26 trophies, which is not quite going to get us to 5,400. But it is a personal best. Let's check that out there. Yeah, I thought, yeah, it was a resurrection with just a single resurrection in it. All right, let's do it. Let's go for one more. Let's go for one more. All right, so another Belarus Undead. I feel like a lot of the people from that group play rush decks, but this person has played crystals, so 2 crystals in fact, so it's unlikely. We got our second crystal. That's nice. So now we'll be even in terms of mana. And they haven't done anything so far. Of course, neither have we. Okay. Just thinking about how I'm going to back this up. It's got me thinking our resurrection is coming. Kill it. There we go. Okay. Okay, here's some good news for us. Our opponent has a level 1 Archer Queen only. Oh, darn. Let's see. Man, I don't know what I want to do here because that's just going to kill a skeleton, unfortunately. Okay, we'll try this ourselves, although they're probably better prepared than we are. Yes, of course they are. Okay, yeah, I'm playing it badly again. Come on, Vampire, do your job. Okay. So now we're not in the worst shape in the world. Okay, will that bomb kill him? I hope so. Yes. Okay, that's good. Archer Queen is the killer in resurrection decks. We know that. We've seen this many times before. Okay. All right, guys. We need a lot of help here. Our opponent is spamming like crazy, and they're killing our spam killers. Okay, we need to get out the dragon pretty badly, I would say. Okay, could really use a second dragon. Okay, we need to back up this one. Okay, they're going to kill that dragon because they've ran back around to get yet another Archer Queen. We're in big trouble here. I mean, I just can't get to... You got to be kidding me. Another vampire? Really? It's like they have the answer to every freaking card I play this game. All right, good game. Well played. Man, every card I played, they had the answer to. It just seemed like that was just really unfortunate for us. I thought we didn't play so badly there. There was some time in the middle where I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. But well, we're not going to get to 5,400 today, maybe for another day. But in the meantime, we did set a new personal best. We did get ourselves... Now have I fallen out? We got ourselves into the top 200 in the United States, and now I've fallen out thanks to my terrible play. But in any case, well, that's it for this video. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.